The important thing is we had a great night. The Israel Film Festival going for 2 weeks, the best film festival in the world. And it was so nice to see shows like Homeland pay homage to Israel, saying that we wouldn't have this phenomenal Golden Globe winning show if not for the Israeli creators. And yes, and all of the brilliant minds in Israel today that are creating these phenomenal television shows and movies, and that's what tonight's about. And to see the president of Showtime, whose name Mayor seemed to have forgotten,
David Nivens.
Yeah, you should work on that before you show up. Anyway, it was nice to see David Nivens and the creators of shows. These are big-time creators who did 24 and all these big shows, to give credit to Israel. Say, if not for Israel, we wouldn't have this great show. And that was cool to see. That made me proud. More importantly, when am I getting paid?
I've been to Israel. It's lovely. I saw a movie there, Lethal Weapon 3. It was great. Israel didn't make that movie, but I saw it there. Israel does truly seem to have an amazing respect for cinema, so much so they put an intermission in the middle of the movie, so you can go have a smoke and a beer.
Forgive me, I didn't prepare a speech. I was expecting Christopher Plummer to win. He's not Jewish, so he's ineligible. I'd like to thank my dear friend Seth. I love you very much. Thank you for this award. On a brighter note, I've hidden an afikoman under one of your chairs. So winner gets $5.
I'm here next to Howard Gordon and Rob Hashman.
The Israeli show, the brother was the one who was the lover of the wife. But you changed that.
We actually combined Gidi Raff, who created Hatufim and wrote all of them and directed all of them. We combined some of the stories and mutated them a little bit. So in our case, it was the best friend. And then there was Light.
It was my next question, actually. Most of the work was about changing and making the script adapted and like to the USA Army.
Yes, I mean, we had to change, obviously, some of the things that were very specific to Israel and made them more relevant to a broader audience, an American audience. And we adapted it to the wars that we have been in, yeah.
You guys also made the 24 show, no? Right? Yeah. The series.
Sia, 24.
Is that popular in Israel?
Very popular. All over the world. You know that?
Yeah.
It's like, who wrote the script for 24?
Well, it was created by Joel Cerno and Bob Cochran, and I was on it from the very beginning, and I wrote many of them.
Wow, I'm impressed. I compare 24 to the movie The Matrix that came out in '99.
Right.
And it was something that it was remarkable. Nobody wrote something like that before, and it was almost like 24. It was almost like that because it was if you're a scriptwriter, you have to write something that nobody wrote before. This is what they teach me in film school.
Well, you try, but it's surprising how few things haven't been done before. So, yes, when you find something like 24, it's remarkable. It's a miracle. When everything comes together, it's an accident.
Last question, when you coming back to Israel?
At the end of May.
To do some fishing.
At the end of May.
Really?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
We're going to follow you.
Thank you. Sure, we're shooting the second season of Homeland.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's like an Academy Award with clear. It's great. It was about a little over 2 years ago. Alex and my agent Rick Rosen was returning from Israel. He represents Keshet, which is a television production company which produced Intrigue, and he was on his LL flight, and he landed. And Alex and I were finishing up the last season of 24, and